A devastating humanitarian crisis unfolds. Over 300 Palestinian deaths if ceasefire talks depend on GHF's role. Latest details. The scales of tragedy have tipped dramatically in Gaza, as more than 300 people have lost their lives in just 2 days. According to the Gaza government media office, Israeli forces are accused of carrying out 26 lethal assaults during this time frame. In these recent hours, at least 73 individuals have died at the hands of Israeli forces, including 33 victims at the contentious Gaza Humanitarian Foundation / GHF aid distribution points, which are reportedly backed by Israel and the United States. There were reports of 13 fatalities when Israeli soldiers targeted a tent in Al-Mawasi, South Gaza. Additionally, in an assault on the Mustafa Hafez school, a refugee shelter west of Gaza City, 16 lives were lost and many others sustained injuries, according to medical sources speaking with Al Jazeera. The government media office highlighted that these attacks predominantly targeted civilians in crowded shelters and displacement centers, public spaces, and essential facilities. Tragically, many Palestinians searching for food have also found themselves caught in these deadly operations. But here's where it gets especially harrowing. As hunger-stricken Palestinians lined up for essential food supplies, reports surfaced of sudden, unprovoked gunfire at GHF aid distribution points. Emergency responders and medical teams struggled to reach the injured due to the intensity of the violence. It's a stark illustration of the prevailing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Let's also consider this controversial aspect. Some U.S. contractors responsible for ensuring safety at these distribution centers have recordedly used live ammunition and stun grenades. According to 2 contractors who spoke to the Associated Press anonymously, they voiced their concerns over the hiring of untrained, armed, and unvetted security personnel with seemingly unchecked authority. Could this point spark debate on the ethics and safety standards of security at such critical locations? Al Jazeera also shared insights, revealing that despite claims that the Israeli army does not intentionally target civilians, the terrible recent incidents have stirred significant controversy and suspicion. The discussion around GHF's role has grown louder, with over 130 humanitarian organizations calling for its closure, citing frequent targeting of civilians in desperate need of aid. The staggering numbers paint a bleak picture. Since GHF began operations, over 600 Palestinians have died while seeking food, and nearly 4,000 have been wounded. The ongoing conflict has claimed at least 56,647 lives in Gaza, according to data from the Gaza Ministry of Health. So, what's next for ceasefire hopes? Hamas is exploring a new 60-day ceasefire proposal, aiming to halt the devastating conflict and ensure Israeli withdrawal from the enclave. The proposal follows calls from various stakeholders, including the U.S., urging progress toward peace and addressing the ongoing humanitarian needs. What are your thoughts on these developments? Share your perspectives on the situation and the path forward for peace in the comments below.